We are live. What's up, devils? Compound is open. How's everyone doing? Excited. Who is excited for the DNC? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? It's about 65 degrees or 75 degrees. It's about 0730 and we got an hour and 21-minute drive. Exciting times. My life is exciting. I know it. I know. Oh, shoot. I should have bought water. Son of a gun. Who was excited for the DNC? Who was excited for the DNC? Who watched the DNC? Oh, this is a good one. Is America being taken over by communists? There. That's a better one. Start that poll and I can finally read the chat. Yesterday's stream was not good. That was awful. Doing it horizontal was awful. Anyways, hour and 20 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. So baby, pull me close in the backseat. Then I know you can't afford like that tattoo on your shoulder. Woo. Good day to be alive. Ukraine knocked out another bridge in the Kursk Oblast, which is great because Russia's stupid. Ruski. So baby, pull me close. YouTube's getting banned in Russia too, I heard. Russia's full of W's. Just full of L's, man. Full of L's. Dang, I should have bought some water. I'll pull over because I'm thirsty. Should I get my energy drink? It's been a while since what? Oh, I'm so sore. I did bench press, little tries, little buys the other day. Man, I'm still sore. Sorry, that was that Sunday. Phew. Hit the heavy bag. My back ain't sore. My legs are sore. I went running Saturdays. My calves are sore. Feels good. Feels good to get back into it. I'm gonna try to go running today. It's gonna be a good attempt, but we'll see how it goes. energy drink sounds pretty bomb right now. I might dip my toes. I know I said I wouldn't, but I had an apple today. We'll see. Am I gonna sucker myself into it? I think I am. It's alright though. I need to get a little energy, huh? Phew. How's everyone doing? The compound is open. Come on down, have a seat. If you're new, what's up? What's going down? My name's Matt, and I'm an alcoholic. Oops, wrong meeting. No, I'm just kidding. JKing. Why is this truck stopped right in the middle of the street? Uh-oh. Houston. Now hiring, paid training, all local. Oh, nice. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover. Yeah, if you're new, welcome. I am Matt. I'm an ex-Marine, or once a Marine, always a Marine. Semper Fi. I guess there goes my energy drink. Darn it. Let's see here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's just, I'm gonna get that energy drink, boys. I'll swoop back around on that freeway because there's already traffic there too. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Homeless guy. Bum. Hey, bum. Yeah, so my name's Matt. I'm a Marine. Was a Marine, is a Marine, always a Marine type deal. Served in the Iraq-Afghanistan War, Operation Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom. So, a little knowledge in that area. I like to talk about Russia and their war with Ukraine, and Ukraine invading Russia, which is a big coincidence, huh? Dude, Ukraine blew up 3 of these huge bridges in the Kursk Oblast region to cut off the Russians, and it's just staggering, the silence of Ukraine, how they're not speaking about this incursion, very little, and not a lot of info from even the Russian side. Just bloggers and stuff, or vloggers, whatever. Freaking losers. They say a couple things here and there, man, but not a lot of videos. I know some Ukrainians have been ambushed and stuff, which is gonna happen, but the life that is lost is awful. China's a bunch of little sissy boys still. Ain't doing nothing. All talk, no guns. We'll see how it all goes. We will see how it all goes. Man, I had 31 flavors the other day. Man, that stuff's good. That stuff's really good. That's some good ice cream, man. I had the rainbow sherbet. It was almost, I couldn't eat it all. Freaking hurt my teeth. You know, kind of too much sugar type of thing. But I split it up into 3 little dinners or desserts. It's freaking bomb. This is a nice part of town. Very big houses here. Now I got 2 votes. Thanks guys for voting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That always is appreciated. Hurts me with the Chinese algorithm, huh? Because you know who runs YouTube. Come on. posted a short about there's a museum out here in California that's against the CCP and China for all they stand for, and it got like no views. I posted it twice. I deleted it, and like a couple weeks later, I posted it again. The Tiananmen Square got Tank Man got a lot of views, but there was a picture of Xi Jinping, and that did not. But if you're interested, it's in my shorts. It's pretty funny. They built it right after the Wuhan shutdowns, and Chinese dissidents came out here and built it. I don't know how they got the property, or I think they just, it's kind of a big museum. I mean, it's just like 8 pieces. It's just in the middle of the desert, outside in the middle of the desert. And it has a little gate around it, and you can tip. There's a little jar with like a lock on it, and you can throw cash in there if you want to support. But it's big, man. A big old head of him, and the virus stuck to his face. And there's the yellow umbrella revolution in Hong Kong. And those guys all got smoked. The Tiananmen Square massacre. And someone went out there and burnt it down, and they rebuilt it bigger. They burnt down one of the statues. It's pretty great, man. Anti-communism. Bunch of commie weirdos out here. So baby, pull me closer. Dude, is there a freaking gas station anywhere? Or am I gonna just keep driving in a straight line? Oh my god, I'm so sore. I am so sore, it's insane. Okay, I just keep going straight. Perfect. Football, Wildcats. Football. Yeah, we'll see how it all goes. We'll see about this election. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think they're done trying to take out Trump. They got to do something else. But the thing, they can't take him out anymore. I mean, after the assassination attempt. Dude, I talked to one guy and he swears it was all fake. That you can, this guy's never shot a weapon in his life. That's why, I mean, this guy's a moron. I'm about to fire him because I work with him. Just kidding, I won't do that. But he is a moron. The next time I go in there, he complains all the time. It's really annoying. And someone shot at him just to hit him in. I don't know what kind of magic trick they're pulling, but have you ever had like the, where people throw knives at you? Or you're holding a balloon over your head? It's like that. That's insane. And I think I was standing there talking to this dude, and his wife, I think, told him to shut up because he sounds incredibly stupid. It's awful. But he's very dumb. He's not, he's not a very intelligent man. Not a very intelligent man. His daughter's hot though, so I might keep going back. Where's this arc go? What the hell? What's up, Raz? How you doing, brother? Simplify, man. Thanks for jumping back in. How you doing, dude? Esperanza. Seria La Puente. Oh, there's a Marine. Simplify, brother. Hoorah. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your... Where is this? I'm diving into an energy drink, boys. It's gonna happen. I'm on tilt right now. Good news about my house. Good news about my house. I met up with my realtor, or my selling agent, and he got an offer. And it's from a Chinese lady. straight from the CCP's mouth, dude. Insane. Where's their popo here? Is it school? Oh, school's in session. Oh no. Oh no. Tired? Yeah, man, I'm freaking. I stopped drinking energy drinks for the last like week, and in the mornings I'm freaking sluggish, man. Super sluggish. It sucks. I'm trying to kick out of it, but you know, it's like people in their coffee. It gives you that little kick in the morning, but dude, where the F is this? I feel like I can't concentrate. Come on, Arco, where are you at? Damn, Boston. Jesus, that was a mile up the road. Yeah, man, I don't know why. No, I do know why. I'm tired. Well, I'm sore. But no, I'm not tired from working out. I'm tired from... I just don't have my energy, man. I'm not drinking an energy drink in the morning. I don't drink coffee or none of that crap. I'm proud of myself for not ever drinking coffee. I don't like coffee. It's not... I don't like dark liquid. Like soda, I only drink soda when I have a pizza or like a cheeseburger. But if I had a choice, you know, Mountain Dew type person, clear liquid, or I just drink water mainly. But in my mornings, man, gotta have my energy drinks. I'm trying not to drink them all much, but today's gonna be a cheat day. Yesterday was a good day, man. I put my house up. Yeah, I got good sleep. He jumps on here. He jumps on here. He always makes fun of himself, or like, you know what Indian people do. He saw me drive by a 7-Eleven. He goes, "Oh, good, you'll see one of my friends or something like that." I was like, "Wait, what?" He's all probably an Indian family owns that 7-Eleven. I was like, dude, in California, you're almost 100% right. They do a 7-Eleven, smoke shops, some gas stations. They're busy people, man. Very productive. Not lazy or nothing like that. That's faux show. You know, faux show. Alright, devils, give me a sec. I'll be right back. I'm going to get me some water and some good stuff. Uh-oh. What's up, fam? Uh-oh. I'll be back. What up, guys? Caffeine withdrawal. Jake, yo, what's up, man? Yo, it's you again. Yeah, what's up, brother? Give me a sec, guys. Sorry, guys. Woo! I had a little jumping in hella quick. Sorry, guys. Little, did it freeze in my end of... Yeah, it was me, man. It was all me. I had a little, pressed a couple buttons. Let me be back. Start. Yeah, I'll be back. All right, devils. I'm up. I have my caffeine. Dude, going to work sucks without caffeine, man. What's going on, fellas? Sorry about the freeze, man. There we go. It's getting better. I got water. I did get water. I also got me one of those. Dude, I already feel better. Get some water. What's up, Jack? How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming on again, man. Yeah, I had a little technical difficulty on my phone. Sometimes someone tries to call me and ruin the stream. That is definitely water. Red Bull time. Oh yeah, I like I'm addicted to this. Rainbow sherbet rain, dude. It's something I really, the taste. I really enjoy the taste. And the sugar. And everything else. Oh, there's no sugar in there, but a lot of carbohydrates. I don't even know what that really is, but it's bomb. Yeah, I worked out Saturday. I ran Saturday, worked out Sunday, skipped Monday, and I think I'm gonna go for a little jog or something today after work. Get sweated out in the sun, you know. We'll see how today goes. Remember when sherbet toilet roll thing were fired? Sherbet toilet, what? Sherbet toilet roll things. No, I don't remember those. Like from the ice cream truck? Is the sherbet toilet rolls? Oh, I don't know, brother. The rain, yeah, I like rain. That's it, Raz. Never tried those ones. Yeah, they're pretty good, man. The rains. Oh, and a toilet paper roll. I was like, wait, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, I do, man. I kind of do. It's been a long time. They don't make those no more. We used to have some bomb stuff back in the day. Remember, you could buy like cap guns or guns or, yeah, cap guns from the ice cream man. I used to buy those all the time. They're so fun. Yeah, rain's pretty good, man. I like it better than vodka or Red Bull vodka. Oops. If I drink Red Bull, it's gonna remind me of vodka, dude. I'll get that and Jägermeister with Jaeger bombs. Oh, dude, if I have, I'll die. Push pops, yeah, that's right. Push pops are bomb. Yeah, if I drink a Red Bull, I automatically assume it's filled with orange juice and vodka or some craziness. It reminds me of my 20s. Yeah, I had a little. That's right. Yeah, I remember like some were the Flintstones too, like a ice. Yeah. Oh, toilet paper. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, and you hold the thing, you push the stick up, and this ice cream comes out. Yeah, you're right. I remember those. I remember they always had Flintstones. Oh, the guy's gonna go around me. Okay, Tony. God, I freaking hate crossing these. What are there even ice cream trucks anymore? This guy is doing construction on something. Good job, boys. Build those freeways for me. Construction workers, man. Those guys are the heart and soul of America. Heart and soul. They're doing a lot of construction out here in the California freeways, man. I think almost every freeway, every major freeway where I live is getting some sort of touch-up. Either expanding, doing a loop to get on or loop to get off it. Because these freeways are old, bro. We need a whole new... That's one thing I noticed in other states, man. Their freeway system is nice. Like, the roads are flat, very... There's just so many freeways and highways in California. It can get all cranky, dude. Like, you can't do them all at once, so they're all nice and neat. They have to do them in patches, and then one will be really good, and then you hit another freeway and it's just dog out. I already feel better, man. I can feel the caffeine go through my bloodstream, dude. That's sad, dude. I felt like dirt this morning. Raspberry, you came on right away, brother, and you told me I looked tired. I was like, oh no. And that's the second time someone told me I've looked tired since I quit drinking these things. Damn it. They got me, fellas. They got me. Don't worry, I've kicked worse drugs than this. Caffeine's one hell of a drug, though, man. Caffeine, nicotine, or tobacco. Nicotine. Yeah, man, I met up with my uncle, but he's my realtor. He's been doing that him and his wife been doing that business for a long time out here in California. I remember I was talking to his wife, Cecilia, and she would, she goes, Matt, if you need anything, like if you need anything, just ask. And I was like, okay, like why? He said, why would I ask you? I could just figure it out on my own. She goes, my job for the last 50 years. She's about 60, 64 or something. She's getting up there. She goes, I've known people. I've sold people so many houses that they all have different career paths. I can call someone I sold their house to and ask. I was like, oh, that's actually a really good come up there. That's a good that's good. But yeah, anyways, this lady from China, I haven't met her or anything, but my uncle, she's 29, straight from China. She moved, her parents sent her to America to go to college or university, got a degree in Oregon somewhere, or Washington or something like that, and then moved into California, got a job at a food distribution center out here in SoCal, and then they're moving closer to where my condo was, and she's 29, buying it by herself. I'm sure she has her parents from China helping, but the interesting part is that my uncle asked her, like, hey, how come you're moving, why don't you move back to China? My uncle's funny, dude. He has like a real dark humor, so it's like he's extremely rude, but he's trying to be funny type of deal. And like I said, guys, we're Mexicans, so it's even funnier. He goes, and she goes, well, and he couldn't believe she said this. She goes, well, I mean, we all, us Americans, we can kind of believe it, or from, low seas from Canada, or, people from kind of parts of the world, but we all kind of understand how China works, and, those type of regions. She goes, she looked at my uncle, she said freedom. And my uncle goes, what? I go, makes sense. She says, oh, you guys can do whatever you want and not be bothered. I was like, wow, man. She's all, my parents, she goes, there's a problem. She's all, I can't get married in China because there's a big problem that because of that one-child policy for so long, and there's no Social Security or any type of retirement fund for the elderly, that the minute they get, like, her and her husband she doesn't have any boyfriend or anything, but the minute they get married, the husband and wife have to take care of the grandma and or the mom and dad on both sides. So they become a babysitter of four. They have to literally take care of them and pay for all their stuff if they can't work anymore, because there's no retirement. And yeah, my uncle was telling me all this, man. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I can, but once you hear it from someone that's actually lived in there, in that communist dictatorship world, you're like, damn, man. She can't, she's already 30. I was like, oh my God. She has to find a husband and get married and pump out a couple kids pretty quick here. But yeah, man, that's it's pretty wild to think about it like that. I guess we don't know how good we have it until you hear it from someone else, and you just we all know, but it's a good reminder, to oh man, no matter how hard life is, man, it's our life and it's our choice to do the things that we're doing, and it can always get worse, It can always get worse. my mom and dad, I always make fun of my mom and dad for this too. My mom kind of was going through a strange time, I guess, and she wanted to get paid too. You know, she wanted a little more money, but she volunteered to take in transfer students from China too. And they did it like a couple times, and I met they would get two little girls over, and around like 9 or 10, and man, being around these little Chinese girls, you know, they can barely speak English, they didn't know, but they still acted like they're in China. And the one thing they always did was, well, they didn't act, they knew that, you know, they didn't know how to, like, they were kind of fun, like wild, like they played a lot because they were free, you know, and if you watched them, they would kind of like not know what to do. Dude, my mom pulled out a piano, like a, you know, out of the closet. It's this electrical piano. These girls ripped on it, man, right away. They didn't have to, like, you know, they would go off on the piano. You know, I'm kind of thinking that when they were at home, they always had to do something at a certain time. It was, you got to do this for an hour or two. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to do this. Then you get to go to bed. When, like, my mom and dad would tell them, like, go do whatever you want in your room, like go play or go whatever, they would like not, they would sit there and not, they're usually told what to do, and they would walk around with they had a little backpack full of cash, because when they would go to stores, because everything's fake in China or bootleg, they would want to buy their mom and dad stuff that it had to be real. It couldn't be, and they would check the tags like they were like an adult in a child's body. It was weird. And then I met them a couple times. You know, these girls, they don't have pools or a jacuzzi, or they don't really do fresh water out there. And they were playing in, my parents have like a jacuzzi, and they loved it, man. They didn't understand water. You know, I don't know. You kind of look at them and they're so happy. They never seen a pool, you know. And my mom caught one girl. They don't have toilets. So this one girl stood on top of the toilet and squatted to go to the restroom. And my mom's like, no, you know, and sat her down. Like, you could sit on the toilet. They would air dry their clothes. They would try to wash their clothes like in the sink, and my mom would have to stop them, and they don't have dry cleaner or washing machines. And dude, they were so smart and funny to talk to. I wish I could talk to them more, because I wish they were older now. Or they're probably, I mean, this was like 8 years ago, so. And then I met them after work one day to go meet them for pizza at this local pizza joint. And they were drinking water or Sprite. I don't know what they were drinking, but I got a pitcher of beer. And I sat there drinking a beer with them and hanging out with my folks. And the minute I finished my beer, this is the best thing. This is what I mean. They're boom, boom, boom. You can tell that they're on a plan. They remind me of being like militarist, being like in the military. Like when I got home from boot camp, it's kind of, you wake up, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that, and then you can finally have free time at the end of the day to write home or read a letter, and that's it. That's all the time you get in boot camp and stuff. But the minute I drank my beer, I put it down. They filled it up automatically. It was the greatest. I was like, oh, I want to take you guys home with me. Like, I drank a beer, I put it down. The girl grabbed the pitcher, stood up, poured it, put it back down. And I was like, what? Like, what just happened? You know, like, these are amazing little people. Like, this is awesome. And even the craziest part, the weird, I mean, you know, it's not weird, it's very polite of them, but they would, my dad would make them food or whatever, and we would sit down to eat, and, you know, I sit down, I start eating right away, and my mom, you know, doesn't eat with us. She kind of, you know, my mom's a weirdo. She'll eat, but she's busy doing dishes or whatever mothers do. But the girls would stand and wait for my dad to get over and sit down and eat, and they would start eating. And I was like, hey, you know, you guys can eat. And they would just stand there and kind of like shake their head and wait for my dad to come over, sit down. My dad takes the first bite, then they sit down, then they start eating. It was, I don't know how you, well, you know, when you live in a communist world, you have to train your children like that, or they're not going to last long in that society. Wow, I mean, I still, then you hear about the lady that's trying to buy my house, you're like, oh, dude, I think China's falling apart, dude. Ah, man. Not bad. I went all the weekend, Monday, about 5 days without an energy drink, and I'm gonna, this is just a band-aid over the boo-boo. Yeah, man, so it's, you know, to hear these stories coming out of, you know, that place in the world is pretty gnarly, because it has to get dark out there, man. I mean, Jesus, criminy. And then, you know, they didn't, I mean, it's just, you kind of, and then, you know, you watch the Ukraine and Russian war. Russians were trying to steal toilets and send them back home. They would invade Ukrainian city. They would try to steal their toilet, their washing machine, or their dryer, or I think a helicopter was shot down, and he had a freaking washing machine in there. It's insane, dude. It's insane. I don't know how that all happens, man. You know, if oh yeah, I've heard the story. I know not too long ago about a Russian helicopter pilot defected and flew the Russian helicopter. He shot his co-pilot and then flew the helicopter into Ukraine to surrender. And, you know, Ukraine set him up with this guy was an idiot. He set him up with you know, money and to get him out of Ukraine or whatever. The dude bought a Lamborghini and was driving it around in, I forget what country, but where there was a lot of Russian gang members and stuff, and the guy ended up getting smoked. You know, dumb Russians, dude. The orcs. No bueno, no bueno. Yeah, we'll see how it all goes, man. I mean, if Ukraine blew up these 3 bridges, that's it's Russia. No one's telling Putin the truth. Or the minute Putin hears the truth, it's already 2 weeks late. You know, the problem got so out of control that they have to tell him. And that's, I think, what's happening, because the dude is out of the country doing something else as this country's getting invaded. Like, you can't keep the status quo, and he's trying to business as usual, you know, or no one's telling him. I mean, that's all I don't care what he says. I don't care what, you know, you look at his actions. His actions is, he takes a meeting on this, takes a meeting on that, and this is all public record through the Kremlin. Then he goes, you know, then he has one meeting or two meetings about the Ukraine war or the Kursk Oblast, and then he goes on about his day. Like, there's no sense of urgency. There's no, you know, and then he has a meeting with the same people. Of course they lie to him. The guy never leaves his house, probably. Why, dude? Have you seen Putin's palace? It's huge. It's huge. It's a fortress. He probably has some huge bunker below it. Kim Jong-un has I think he probably has a whole mountain carved out under somewhere where he can go hide. I promise you that. Putin can't really, the guy can never leave the country. He can leave his country, but it has to be to some sort of weird Turkmenistan or something. And the TikTok army. What's up, Devils? How's it going? Welcome to the channel. I can barely see the chat because this stupid sun. But let me take off my shades out. Leela, what's going on? Lillian, I'm sorry. I just saw Lillian. How you doing? What's going on? Welcome to the compound, me lady. How's it going? How's your week going? How's your day? Give me some news. Any news, guys? I can't be the only one having good news and having my first energy drink in over 5 days. Everyone living a good life. Any good news popping up? I'll give me a little brief story about the good news in your life, and we'll share it with the rest. And, telling someone good news can motivate others to do better news. There's always goodness to do, and do it for yourself. Don't do anything for anyone else. Do it for yourself. If it makes you feel good, it could be just going to the gym and working out, or like me, going to the gym. I'm starting to go back to the gym. Taking a break from energy drinks. It makes me feel good. It's a goal. It's a goal, and it's an easy goal, and you can accomplish an easy goal, one baby step at a time. That's start small and work big. Aim small, miss small. It's a good. Always remember that saying. Aim small, miss small. It's a good. If you don't know what it is, when you're firing a weapon of some sort, or just with anything, or setting a goal, this and that, you aim at a small target, and if you miss it because it's really small, your goal is really small. Let's say you want to quit drinking energy drinks for forever, but that for doing it forever, that's kind of a big goal. That's a big target. It's huge. But if you aim at a small target, just say I want to quit energy drinks for 2 weeks. It's more realistic. And if you fail that objective, but go a week and a half, you miss that target by a little bit, right? So if you aim at a small target, you'll miss it. If you aim at a big target, you'll miss it by a lot. So aim small, miss small. Aim at a small target. You'll still hit the target, but you'll be off by a little. That's if you don't hit the target, you probably will, because it's a small goal. 2 weeks you can do that, or a week, or a couple days, or go work out for a day or two. You don't have to go. New Year's resolution. Everyone does a New Year's. I want to go to the gym all year. I want to do this. I want to do that. It's like, dude, just go to the gym next week. Just say, hey, I'm going to go to the gym next Monday, and I'll go every Monday for a month. So that's only 4 times out of the month. that's a small goal you can accomplish. Then reassess and reevaluate. I want to go live. What should I do for live? Just go live. Turn on the live stream. Are you talking about YouTube? I'm assuming I want to go live. What should I? You're trying to think of a. Remember, you're the product. Whatever you say, whatever you do, shouldn't matter. I mean, you kind of have to be interesting or whatever. But I think you're thinking about, like, when I go live on YouTube, what should I do? I need to present something, or people talk about this or that or that. Just go live and start talking about what you like to do, and then you just have to put a camera in your face and start doing it. There's no guideline to going live on YouTube or something like that. No one has a perfect way of doing it. Everyone's gotten there somehow. All the big YouTubers and stuff, or whatever, the live streamers. I wouldn't worry about what should I do when I go live, or what should I say. Just talk about what you know. And it could be about school, it could be about what you did in the military. That's kind of what I talk about. My time in the military, the degree I have. I kind of talk about school, my jobs before this job, where I can freely speak about, being a police custody officer for a police department, military police, and I talk about football, economy. Football season's starting. Ooh, boy. My Sundays are going to be done, baby. And Saturdays and Fridays, it's all football. But, yeah, just and don't look at your likes or your views, or, I started this live because I was kind of in a bad spot mentally for a while, and I just wanted to reach out to whoever wants to listen. There's not a rhyme or reason to doing it. Do it for yourself. And if you want to meet new people online and stuff, be careful. But and it gets you. And going live actually helped me with speaking, because I used to kind of stutter, or not so much stutter, but I never really talked to anyone because I was always by myself working like this. There's no one here. And when I got home, I spoke to my dog in my little doggy voice. Oh, hey, so. But that was it. And then I would hang out every once in a while with my brother or a friend, but I had nothing to say because I never really spoke all week until and then I was like, dude, I don't want to even speak. So it's helped me speak more fluently, actually know what I'm gonna say, stuff like that. I don't know, it just help use it to benefit you, and don't think about who you're talking to, because if you think about who you're talking to, they're gonna end up changing the way you speak or the way you think, and you build a good community. Hopefully, I can do that. And I got Raz and Lo, and Moon comes on, and there's Poland and Chris from Germany, and you get to meet all these other people, and from all over. I haven't met anyone from Viva la France or UK yet, but I will. I want to go live, sorry, I read that again. But yeah, that's, don't worry about what the subject should be. Just kind of talk about what you like, and you can. And it's hard because I can talk for days, especially after a good energy drink here, brother. And I can talk for days because a lot of my employment throughout my 20s was, you know, how do you know, I have a lot of experience in certain fields, and in those fields you have to speak a lot. You know, training to be a Marine, you have to speak all the time. You have to be very vocal, very loud. You know, there's ditties that you always have to say to yourself. If you don't know the Marine Corps, guys, it's you know, I always say this: you can join the Army, you can join the Navy, you can join the Air Force, but in order to join the Marine Corps, you have to become something that you're not. You have to become a Marine, and I didn't realize what I was becoming until 12 years after I got out, that I still had these weird habits that I learned from the Marine Corps that can never ever be broken, because they're right habits to do. And the first habit I do every morning is make my bed. Did I do that when I was younger? You know, sure, I guess a little bit. You know, if my mom told me, or if I didn't totally jack up the bed while sleeping, but you know, just stuff like that. So with experience, you know, you might might know what to talk about, but you know, talk about your experience in life, and you know, I try to tell my story to anyone that wants to listen. And you know, my mom told me once to write a book, because sometimes me and my mom will sit there and I'll actually tell her the truth about everything, and she kind of, you know, she is my mother, but she always says, like, man, sometimes I am smart, and I guess I have a good way of explaining things. And she always said, you know, maybe you should write a book. It seems like you have a lot to say, and you know how to kind of speak about it. And the only reason I know how to speak about certain things because I don't get offended by them. You know, you can't get offended. You know, there's people like, if you know you're gonna play a victim card, you know, why, you know, you got to know yourself, you know, and if people will come on here, and so you got to have a very, very thick skin, because it's the internet, and people can do and say whatever you want. But yeah, I would just go live, you know, that's, I just, you know, don't worry about the views and stuff. It's great when, you know, people are typing in chat and asking questions and talking to each other, and I you know, I don't, you know, and are you doing it to make money? Because you know, that's a whole nother ball game, I guess. I don't make money off mine. I just enjoy the conversation, and I feel like I can speak to people, and you know, they won't judge me, and if they judge me, that's fine, because they probably are, you know, if someone says, hey Matt, you know, whatever, I don't know, like Raspberry said, you look tired, like that, shit, you know, it's true, because I felt tired, and that's the second time. So you can, you know, it helps you. People will try to tell you the truth the way they know how. And Raspberry has known me for a long time now, and he's like, dude, you look tired. You know, he was right. I felt real sluggish. But yeah, it just depends on how you want to go live and what you want to talk about. I don't really have a subject every day. You know, people will tell you what they're going to talk about, or you know, I watch other YouTubes, and it's great. I don't know. I don't really have a goal for mine. I just, you know, I lived a crazy life, and if there's a couple, people that I can talk to throughout the day that can kind of be a good outlook on life, especially if they're not from where I live, which is great. Other people chiming in from all over the world, that's awesome, man. The reason why I do it, that's probably the main reason. I love talking to other people from other countries, getting their point of view. Chris is cool with World War II stuff. He's from Germany, and talking to him is awesome. And a couple other people know their stuff. And Banton's from oh my God, he's from South Africa, or I guess Africa. I was gonna say South America, but Africa. And Kenya. I think he's from that. And I forget his name, but he's from India. And he always makes fun of himself, and he's like, he made, I was complaining about something, and he typed, it's funny to hear people in a first world country complain about their problems when I live in a third world country, and it's like, puts things into perspective for you. And that's a reality check that, some people will get offended if you said that. And for me, it's a reality check. It's like, oh, you're right, brother. Like, yeah, he's right. I've met people on here that, I've said I would do anything to go to America, because it's just wherever they're from, there's no hope. The government doesn't allow people to have hope. And just like Russia's military, the minute you join that military and they grab you from your home, you have no hope of coming back. You're going to die in Russia and or Ukraine. Because Ukraine invaded Russia now. Woo woo! Slava Ukrainia. Man, I almost thought about going to Ukraine and helping them. I swear. When this war kicked off, I was like, bro, I can go back. There's a war to be fought. Like, I want to go fight it. But I'm too old and I'm broken, so that kind of stopped that in its tracks. But man, for a split second, I was like, they can use me. I can go there. I can train like 20 dudes up at a time, get them right, put them in a good fire team, and send them off. But nah. My fighting. What's up, Lo? How you doing, man? Good morning, brother. Good mooning, boys. Good mooning. Oh yeah, there was like a blue moon or something the other night out here, and I fell asleep. Oh, dude, you guys hear about freaking... Oh my God, here in California, man. Aliens. UFOs. Swear, dude, you gotta look it up. There was a sighting out here of UFOs out here in California, up just like an hour north of me right here, up in Lancaster and Palmdale. But here's the thing, fellas. There's a huge Air Force base I think it was in Palmdale or Lancaster. I used to live up there. And Edwards Air Force Base, there's a big one. And when I used to live, this is back in 2015, 2016, I used to live up there for work. I had to go up there, but every once in a while, at 2, 3 in the morning, man, midnight to 2, 3 in the morning, there would be a sonic boom. I am not kidding you, dude. No one told me. No one freaking tells me about this crap. And I'm laying there with my puppy that I just got, and a plane or something would rip across the sky. Then at night, at midnight, it's later than Jesus. Boom! And you'd hear this. My sliding glass door in my apartment would boom, would rattle. I'm not kidding you. I don't have PTSD when it comes to that stuff, but I never grabbed my weapon so fast, and I ran outside because either I thought someone was trying to break in my apartment, because I was on the first floor by a sidewalk, a public sidewalk. I thought either someone was going to break in, or I thought someone broke into a car that was on the public sidewalk by my apartment. I mean, it was like it was louder than a gunshot, man. It woke me up. I popped out of bed, and this happened like at least 3 times when I lived there. But then after like the second time I got used to it, I'm like, oh, that's just the thing that, I don't know what it was. It was a fighter jet or something, F-22 super Hornet or whatever the hell they're called. But dude, I ran outside the first time I heard this. I think I had my shotgun. My dog followed me, and I poked around the corner to see who's in my patio. There was no one there. No one broke into anything. I was like, whoa. I mean, it was a sonic boom, man. Boom! And it was so loud, man. It woke me up dead in sleep. I woke up. The first thing I did was grab my gun and run outside. And I didn't see anyone else get up. Maybe they were all used to it. But that was my first. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. But anyways, yeah, some people filmed a bunch of UFOs, I think, by those cities, Palmdale and Lancaster. And yeah, go watch it on YouTube. I'm sure they're all over YouTube. I think one couple filmed it on a video or a doorbell camera. Boom! Yeah, man. I don't know. I saw it last night on some guy's YouTube channel that had the video and stuff. Well, I don't know. They're like lights. Some people said it looks like drones, but I don't. Drones can't move that fast. I don't know, man. They're lights, and they kind of whoop. The one guy said there was a drone show on that same night from Hawaii. Hawaii's so far away, guys. If someone says they're from Hawaii, tell them they're an idiot. Hawaii's like 3,000 miles away. You're never gonna see that. But yeah, man, it was weird. You gotta check it out. UFO in California. But I think they're drones. I think they're drones from Edwards Air Force Base. This is a drone warfare type of war going on, so you best believe the United States Air Force is probably coming up with a bunch of these mugs. I mean, we have to have factories of drones just being pumped out. I mean, what I see in Ukraine and Russia, you're going to win a war through drones and boots on the ground now. Usually it was just boots on the ground and, heavy weapons, but you can't cross into enemy territory without using drones now, because you're not, it's for recon, scouting, for bombing investments, for all that good stuff. You need drones to get the boys started. And the one thing, the minute you have boots on the ground, the boots on the ground need to be boots on the ground. They can't be looking up at the sky. So I can't focus on my mission when I'm scared to death of a drone smacking me in the face. But yeah, man, there's, I don't know. I looked at it. I looked at the film. There's a couple of them. And like one of them looked like a bunch of, stars almost, but they were moving, and they weren't stars, but they just, and then I saw another video that looked almost the same as the one I just saw about California that happened just like last week. It just happened. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think, because the minute, I don't know, unless we don't understand physics as much as, the minute an alien spacecraft says coming from outer space that enters Earth, unless they're, I don't know, I don't want to, Unless, I don't know, dude. It looked pretty weird to me, but I want to believe it. But at the same time, you know, here's the thing. I like we had a supersonic aircraft to take pictures over Russia during the Cold War. It was like called the Nighthawk. No, S-74 Nighthawk, I think. It was a big, long cabin, 2 huge engines. That thing was built and discontinued, and then everyone found out about it after it was discontinued. They used the military used it for whatever purpose, then stopped making it. And no one knew about that that aircraft until 20 years after it was discontinued. So so we're in 2024. So whatever's being flown today, we won't know about it until 2040. Something like that, and it will be retired by then. And they'll have something completely. So I do believe like our spacecraft or aircraft are at least 100 years ahead of whatever we can imagine as. Because I don't know anything about that, but some people have a lot of money and are designing some really funky stuff. Real funky stuff, man. Yeah, you guys got to check it out. I don't know. I saw the video. There's a couple of different ones, and from different angles too. Like multiple people saw this and filmed it. I can't believe more haven't. And it was at night, so everyone's kind of in bed. But whoever was out, and the reaction, I think the kid, it scared a kid. The thing. When you look at something and it hurts your brain because you can't describe it, that's a problem. Especially for Americans. We're pretty knowledgeable, and we're not tontos. You don't know what tonto means. It means dum-dum. Don't be tonto. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, that was it. The only problem with that location, Palmdale, Lancaster, there's Edwards Air Force Base right next to it. I've lived there, guys, and I used to hear those sonic booms, boom, in the middle of the night. Dude, those things would scare the Jesus out of me, man. Seriously, dude. I never thought I had PTSD until I heard a sonic boom. I've heard them before. I freaking grew up, in a military base, an Air Force base, or Marine Corps. Those guys would haul, dude. But it almost seemed like the pilots were doing it on purpose. It was so loud. Or no, they were like flying low to piss everyone off. Like, I swear to goodness gracious, they did that. Like, I guarantee the pilots like, hey man, let's go wake up the neighborhood. And they're like, all right. And they flew like, a little lower than they should, turned on the afterburners, and boom! I honestly thought someone was outside with the hammer and smacked my window. But it wasn't a sound of a window, it was just a loud boom. And it wasn't a gun, it was, I didn't know what it was. That's why I jumped out of bed, grabbed my shotgun, and ran outside. And I was like, what? I was ready for a freaking fight, dude, and no one was there. I'll never forget that. I panicked. And I remember I called my dad because I didn't know that Air Force Base was there. And I was like, dude, a sonic boom happened. I didn't know. And he goes, oh, there's a military base right there, Air Force. Oh, okay. I got you. But yeah, sightings of UFO aliens in California. Go check it out, guys. I don't know, man. I used to live there, but They don't look like drones the way they kind of move. You know, you can YouTube people flying drones, and but there's a bunch of them, and they kind of tilt sideways and all fall down, all different color lights, you know, white, blue, red. It wasn't a show, like a drone show. I haven't, you know, I've seen those on like YouTube, or I don't think I've ever seen one in person, but I don't. Yeah, YouTube it, guys. California had another UFO sighting. A couple of them within, I think, the same night or a couple different nights. Google it. Google it. YouTube it. I think we're alone in this universe. I really do. I want to believe that there's something else to give us hope, but there's not. No way. Everything's dead. I want to believe it. I really do, but I think all those lights, all the UFOs that the pilots see, I think that's all us. You know, I don't think there's anything really secret going on. You know, like I've been in the military. We don't try to really hide anything. We just don't talk about it because it's, you know, who the hell's gonna believe me anyways? You know, right? Like our stealth bomber, that was a secret for, I think the first time people found out about our stealth bombers, or the B-2 stealth bomber and the older version of it. It's a fighter, more of a fighter plane, but they're all black. It was like a Desert Storm, and that thing was built and used and piloted for quite some time before we actually used it in combat. And you just, what are you gonna tell? Oh, hey, babe, like, oh, what'd you do today, honey? Oh, just built this super sonic stealth bomber that no one can see on radar. And it's like, oh, cool. Like, okay. Why would anyone even believe you? Why would anyone care? You know, I guarded one of those things at my Marine Corps Air Base, and I looked at it and I said, oh, that looks like a boomerang. Like, okay. You know, even if I saw aliens, and I told you guys right now, hey guys, I saw aliens at the base. You know, I was and I told you all my background and what I did. Would you really believe me, or be like, oh, you know, I kind of figured that? You know, what's the most logical answer? Was it Occam's razor? What's the most, whatever answer? It's the most logical one is it's probably us. And no other country can do it. Russia can't build anything, and China doesn't either. They can't even build a ship. Like that, think about that. Like, there's countries that can't build an aircraft carrier or a sub. I mean, you could maybe build one. I think Russia has like one working one. Not a lot, and who knows if it actually works. Because you can build it, but if you put it underwater during a combat environment and it doesn't work, then that means it's not really a submarine. Or, you know, oh, China can say they have the fastest stealth bomber, like they do all the time. Okay, well, put it in a warlike tactical environment and see how well it does. So, simplest answer is always the answer. They probably don't have it, or they would use it. Like the stealth bomber was designed in like the 60s. So imagine what they've been designing since the 60s. You know, once they figured out how to do that, you turn the page and figure out how to beat that or better it. That's what Americans are really good at. Is we're in competition with ourselves, but not in a certain degree where it's like life-threatening. You know, if you lose the competition, guess what? You get to try again next year. But I do think it's our Air Force. I don't think they try to keep it a secret, really, like those Tic Tac videos. I honestly think that's us, guys. I really do. I want to believe it's some super fast alien craft, but I don't buy it. I don't buy into that belief. What's the most logical answer? What's the easiest answer? It's we do it, and then we fly them around our sky, and who cares if anyone sees it? I don't care if you call it an alien space. I'd rather prefer you call it an alien spacecraft, because if you go, oh shoot, the Americans have a new, aircraft, and everyone would probably panic, But if you call it a UFO, it's like, oh yeah, weird. It looks like a UFO to me too. Shocking, but it's probably us flying around a little Tic Tac or whatever the hell it was. Yeah, man. Then you have how. And if like the Roswell crash, they can't be that smart then if they crashed into the desert, morons, next to a military base. Like I said, there's nothing on a military base besides something to, a little place for the military to be. It's not like a super secret, fancy Tony Stark Avengers lab where there's huge computer screens and this and that. That doesn't exist. Matter of fact, I think the military is about 10 years back than what we all think it is. Last time I checked, Elon Musk built a lot of cool stuff. Bezos created a lot of cool stuff. Guys at NASA made a bunch of cool stuff. It's not some weird government, body. NASA's you got to have smart people to build things, and you think if you start threatening those smart people by not saying, if you tell anyone, we're gonna come after you, we're not the mob. I hate that when I hear people like, UFO. Well, they came into my house in dark suits and told me to. It's like, dude, what? No, they didn't. And if they did, would you tell them to go F off, dude? I don't know why people are so scared. I don't get that. If someone in a suit came to my house and threatened my family on my porch, I think I would start swinging immediately at him, and I would ask who are you? Why some random person comes into on my property and starts, if you tell anyone that you're working on the super secret, I'd be like, oh really? All right, well, especially now more than ever, I can record that conversation while my doorbell ring. Come on. I don't believe. Some men in black, maybe they come up to you and say, hey dude, seriously, I would respect that more. Hey, I work for this kind of agency, please don't say anything. It's kind of like America's top secret thing. You signed the NDA, we can sue you. I'm like, oh shoot, you're right. When is the NDA whatever? You can't speak about it because you signed something before you start the job. Those exist, but they do run out eventually. And if I were the Men in Black guy, I would say no one's gonna believe you anyways, man. You're just gonna sound weird. And then no one wants to will hire you because you're gonna spill whatever. You know, it's a double-edged sword. You know, they don't have to threaten you. Or you know, I was watching some Bob Lazar. You know, where you know I watched some cool thing like that. I got into Aliens last night. I had a little puff pass to the left hand side. Pass the touch in my left hand side. But I passed that to myself. And I got deep into Aliens again, man. After seeing that, that's what I saw. I saw these lights in California that were taken just a week ago or whatever. And they were like sparkling, looked like glitter was going across the sky, but a lot of them. And then I watched this old documentary, and it looked like the same thing was going down. A big glitter thing, a white light that wasn't a star, you know, stuff like that. And then I think people get lost when they look at the sky. They never see the stars anymore, man. Especially in California, there are no stars out here. You don't. When it's dark, you barely see jack. You see the moon. As a matter of fact, you see the moon out here all the time. The moon never goes away out here. But it's you know, the city that don't sleep. We're not a city, man. California state don't sleep, dude. People are always working. There's always money to be made in California. The ports are running 24/7, all up and down the coast. You know, you got good weather. Uber drivers can drive all night. Downtown LA is always popping with clubs. Clubs don't close till 2 in the morning. You can drink. Like I was in Utah, if you have 2 beers, you have to eat, and you can only have 2 beers in 1 hour. I was like, dude, I can drink at least 6 in an hour. I was like, it's almost not even worth me drinking. Because I drink to get a buzz. I don't drink to freaking because it tastes good. It does sometimes, but yeah. I like to take the edge off. I don't like to go off the edge. I take the edge off. Where the hell am I going? Why is this so far away? The most logical answer is the answer. And if we're the only, you know, I think the privately owned space company, that the dude that owns it's not even is a Greek American citizen by, you know, he was born in Africa. Like, if he flew that, I mean, he flies this huge rocket out. It's his baby. It ain't mine. You know, it ain't the government's, and he doesn't see anything. He might have said something where he doesn't know. I don't know. Guys, I don't think there is. I think it's us fooling around with some stuff that we as citizens don't know about. And it's not like the government hides it. I'm sure they don't want it, you know, to leak out like the atom bomb. And that was stolen by a Russian spy. So if we know something, I'm sure other people should know it, other countries, by spying on us. Americans aren't paranoid where you have to show your loyalty to the country to get a job. If you can do the job and you're a descent of another country, I don't, you know, and if you want to spy for that country, dude, go for it. And if you get caught, you're going to be crushed by the, you know, our law, our federal government. But, you know, I don't care. Go spy for Russia. I don't freaking care. Or China, dude. Like, you can take all the IP properties you want. That will benefit me in the long run, because your society will get used to copying and mimicking. It'll never have its own ideas. You know, everything we built, Russia would try to do it better. And at one point, we were pretty much at par with Russia until, I don't know, until Americans started creating better things, better chips for phones, and then, you know, we implement it in our weapons of war and all this other spacecraft. And and whatever else. Citizens make better things, and then people that work for the government, which are also citizens, make better things, but it's exclusive. Like GPS on a phone, I saw that in Iraq. We called it BFT, Blue Force Tracker. And then you saw a blue dot on your screen, and you saw an Army guy or a Marine Corps units all over the Iraqi map. And you can touch screen it and type like a text message or AOL, instant message, and you can ask the platoon sergeant a question all across the battlefield. My sergeant would ask another Army dude, "Hey, where are you guys located? Are you guys still on this route?" And they would type back, "Yeah, we are, dude. Like, just wait 20 minutes. We're gonna bail out." So then I got home. Then the iPhone was kind of created, and then I remember looking at it, and the GPS was not as good. And remember the first iPhone or the second one wasn't as good as the Blue Force Tracker, but the Blue Force Tracker was the size of a computer screen almost, like something you see in a new car these days. But it was thicker and encrypted and all that stuff, so it was a lot thicker. But yeah, that was a fun night. So our military had this technology before iPhone. That's what I'm trying to say. We made it, we built it, we encrypted it, which takes more steps than just giving to regular civilians. And then I saw it, then I got home like a year later, and then I saw the iPhone come out with it, and I was like, It's like Waves, how that direction app Waves, you can kind of message people that are also using that app. It's like that. It was like that. You can see like a police guy, they would mark where an IED was found or exploded. So it was always, oh, Jesus, who just honked? At what? So that was the first time I looked at like the government, like, oh, they know things, they can implement them, but whether it's perfect or not, it's usable. And then iPhone will grab it and you give it to everybody, or something like that. I don't know. It's a wild west out here. California, right back where we started from. California's here we come, right back where we started from. California. Let's go to Little Saigon, fellas. Why are people driving so fast? I'm going 50, man. Good morning, Vietnam. California, right back where we started from. Yeah, I don't know about these UFOs, man. I don't think people purposely lie about stuff, like those the Air Force pilots that saw them off the coast of San Diego or wherever the hell they saw them. If you got to test a new spacecraft that flies and outmaneuver a F-18 or F-22 Raptor, let's give it a test run and see what the boys, don't tell them, or they'll be looking for it. Now, if you have the best fighter pilots, the best airplanes in the world, and then you design something that can probably beat it, let's see. I don't know, when I'm like 80, the tic-tac thing will be like, oh yeah, that was just us. We wanted to test out a new, but we wanted to get hands-on experience with the pilots at the time, and we didn't tell them. That's what they'll say, for sure. And everyone that was that made it will be long gone, so they can't radar, something like that. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. California's here we come. One missed call, I don't know. Didn't leave me a message. Yeah, man. Good news all the way around, fellas. That's a huge truck. Wow, that was a beautiful truck. Yeah, see, Lillian, I just talked about UFOs for an hour because it just popped in my mind and I remember watching it. So your YouTube could be about anything, you know. Just talk, and if you're authentic and real and have a good heart and a good mind, you could build up a good channel, you know. And as you get older, and if the longer you do it, you know, you can adapt your conversation to whatever. But yeah, guys, look up the YouTube or UFO in California, man. I should have used that as my. I'll do that tomorrow. Oh God, dude, even my lats are sore. Jesus Christ, I'm hurting, fellas. Feel good, feel real good, but I'm hurting. Anyways, devils, I'm gonna get off right here. I'm gonna pull in this parking structure that's not built yet, but thanks for coming on and hanging out, and Googled YouTube UFO sighting in California. Anyways, guys, Semper Fi.